Good evening to you wherever you are. I am Reverend OPATAFUOR. You're highly welcome to this evening live telecast. Kindly share the link to a lot of people as much as you can. I believe very well that wherever you're watching me live, you are swimming in the pots of health. The grace of God and His favor has become sufficient upon your life. Greetings to you once again. Kindly share the link to a lot of people and advocate this live telecast to a lot of people. Kindly leave your comment at the comment section where you watch me live and your thoughts regarding this live telecast. Share the link for me, and leave your comment at the comment section. Tell me exactly where you watch me live from so that I can commend you for that. Big ups to you. I am OPATAFUOR, and this is your OPATAFUOR YouTube channel. It is dedicated to inspire and motivate you. That is the sole priority of this channel. So indeed, you are all highly welcome. Obed Ochre, share the link for me. Tonight, I've got something small to share with you. Share the link for me. Tell people that OPATAFUOR is live. Kindly share the link for me. Try as much as possible and share the link. Today, let it touch your heart to share this link for me as much as you can, with all the means. The group that you've joined on social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and all the places, on your WhatsApp groups. Kindly use this opportunity to share the links for me so that the gospel can get to a lot of people. Share the link. We are very few tonight. We are only 12 people. So kindly share the live telecast. Indeed, you're highly welcome once again. And I believe that God is with you wherever you are. Maybe Sinyako, salute you also. Today, I'll love to touch on a few things. Most of the people are not aware that I'll be coming live. So kindly do me a favor by sharing it to people, creating awareness that I am live. It's very important. Today's particular message, I want it to get to a lot of people, of course, because it's not just an ordinary message. It's a message that is very important. So share the link. Roland, how you doing? Salute you also, Roland. How you doing with the family? I believe you're doing great. May the Spirit of God protect you and your family. Mensa Richard, may the Spirit of God grant you access to whatever that you're looking for. Financial doors to be open upon your life. And then, most importantly, may the Spirit of God protect you, Mensa Richard, wherever you are. Yes, kindly leave a comment at the comment section so that I can commend you for that. And then the most important thing here is share the link to a lot of people and then create awareness. Let them know that I am live. Salute. Tonight, I would love to share with you something quick. Jesus was a man understanding the mysteries of the world. Indeed, the other aspect of Jesus was that Jesus was a mystic man. Apart from we Christians believing in Jesus that he is our Lord and Master Savior, in the external world, people see Jesus as a mystic man, a man that carries wisdom. So tonight, I want us to dissect one of the sayings of Jesus in Matthew 15 verse 11 downwards. Jesus said to people that it is not what we take in or what we put in our mouth that defiles our body, but probably what defiles our body is what actually comes out of us. What we take in does not defile the body. It is what comes out of us. This particular statement that Jesus made, I want us to relate it to our human life, looking at it from this perspective. The other time when I was doing my live telecast, I made it known to you that I am very particular when it comes to whatever that transpires in my absence. I am very, very particular what happens in my absence when I'm not around. What a man takes in is in the plain sight, and eye to eye. When you are eating food, what you see can never kill you. What you see can never destroy you. It is what is hidden in the food, being it a needle, a poisonous substance, or whatever that it may be. That is the sole substance that can harm you. So Jesus was trying to refer to us from this perspective point of view that whatever that transpires in a man's absence, it can go a long way to have a detrimental effect on your life. Whatever that transpires, what happened in your absence. I am a prophet, not just an ordinary prophet. I am very particular about whatever that transpires in my absence. I know very well that whatever that is before me can never harm me. If people are plotting an attack, it will certainly be in my absence, not before me. So I'm a type that I don't joke with whatever that happens in my absence. Some people take certain things for granted, especially these motivational speakers. They'll tell you that whatever that happens in your absence is none of your business. It's over to those people. All the negative words, the evil things that is being done against you behind your back, it's none of your business. I'm telling you tonight that whatever that a man says against you, whatever that people will sit down and plot against you behind your back, if you don't take the necessary steps and actions against it, either to fulfill any evil agenda or any satanic tongue that has risen against you in judgment, when you sit down and think that you don't care about it, it will go a long way to have a detrimental effect on your life. So I take my time to deal with whatever that happens in my absence. When you read the book of Job, When Job was celebrating and enjoying life here, not knowing the heavenly counsel has withstood a stance against him. Job chapter 1 verse 6 downwards and Job chapter 2 verse 1 downwards. Bible says that the devil flew from the earthly realm to heavens and lodged a complaint, filed a lawsuit against Job. Job didn't know that this was exactly that was going on against him behind his back. He never knew. He was here partying with his friends, wives, and colleagues. He was actually enjoying life. But the saddest aspect of that, of Job's life, is that the devil was able to take counsel against him in judgment. And the evil wish and desires of the devil was granted by God to be carried out against the life of Job. Why? Because Job thought that whatever that transpires behind him is none of his business. Indeed, the wise man will tell you that the best answer to give to a fool is to remain silent at all costs. But in reality, the same Bible also stated clearly and emphatically that sometimes you need to respond to a fool, or else he will look wise in his own eyes. I am not trying to tell you that go out there and banter words with people, but I'm trying to tell you that you've got to be very careful and deal with certain things spiritually. I am a type that I take most of my hours, apart from praying for people, praying for God to expand my territories, which connote to seeking the blessings of the divine. The rest of it, I spend most of my hours praying against any satanic tongue that carries information that spreads me like a wildfire, that try to tarnish my image, that backbites me when I'm not around. These are the sort of things that goes behind your back. Some marriages have sunk on the way. It has lost its taste because of what was being said about the other partner, being it the woman or the man, in their absence. And they never had a clue or any knowledge about whatever that satanic tongue said about them. Somebody is feeding your children with wrong information. Somebody is feeding your helper with wrong information. Somebody, a satanic tongue, is feeding people around you wrongly. That same satanic tongue is trying to drop a thought into people who would have been there for you, who would have gone a long way to help you in life. This said satanic tongue is dropping a thought in them. Nobody just get up one day and start doing something anyhow. Before your wife, before your husband will beat you one day, before your wife will insult you, before your own children will rise up one day and begin to disrespect you, it means something actually transpired in your absence. Something actually happened. So many people have lost business opportunities because of what was being done against them behind their back. Some of the people have lost contracts, governmental contracts, business contracts, because when they presented their portfolio, when they left the office, somebody came behind them and stepped into their glory and stopped everything. A lot was being said about this businessman. That is why he lost that business opportunity. So many people have lost their loved ones, their partner, people who would have been of help to them, because a lot was being said about them behind them. They were not aware of it, and they took things for granted. That gross negligence has cost a lot of people. They have lost a lot of vitals, a lot of important things. It has slipped off their hands because they stood unconcerned and said to themselves that they will live in a democratic world, so people can just say whatever that they want. It's their own cup of tea. But I'm telling you, in reality, if you don't act on your conscience, if you don't act on your intelligence and stop those things through prayers, I'm telling you, it will go a long way and have a detrimental effect on your life. Some people lost some opportunities because a lot was being said about them. Maybe you are living with your stepmom. The very moment your uncle came in and said that you are a good girl, you are a good boy, so I'll take you to abroad. In your absence, a lot of things happened. Your auntie, your cousin, your nephew, your uncle said something negatively. You see, because you can see it, you can relate it to whatever that comes out of you. When a man begins to vomit, you don't really know what is coming out of you. So you see, the sole thing that comes out of a man defiles him. Whatever that came out of somebody has defiled you in the realms of the spirit, has defiled you physically. The reason why your wife, your partner, your fiancé doesn't want to see your face is because a lot have said, a lot of might have been done behind you. Things have transpired in your absence. You are not aware of it. Isaiah 54 verse number 17. Isaiah was a prophet that I love so much because that man was so gifted with divine illuminations based on the revelational knowledge of this prophet. I love him so much. He says, every tongue that has risen against me in judgment shall be condemned. I'm telling you, there's a satanic tongue carrying out informations about you, spreading ill about you in the rest of the spirit. You are not aware. There's like your life seems stuck. These days, your boss doesn't want to see your face. These days, there's a sudden change in the attitude and character of your boyfriend, of your girlfriend, of your wife, of your husband. There's a sudden change in the attitude towards you from people because of what they have heard about you. If you are trying to sit yourself down and cross-check certain things and getting certain links, you will understand and come back and confirm whatever that I'm saying. A lot has been said about you in your job centers. If you are not careful, the only thing left is that one day you go to work and you find a dismissal letter on your table. If you don't take your time and deal with it, sometimes most people take things for granted. A lot has transpired. A lot has gone on. People have taken counsels against you in the realms of the spirit. People have really gossiped about you. Let me tell you, I spend over 3-4 hours and arrest all satanic tongues, all those people who have availed themselves to fight me with their tongue. Sometimes there are some people, they know very well that you carry something in life, and for that reason, they can't stand you in the rest of the spirit. So the only option left for them is to destroy you with their tongue, is to tarnish your image with their tongue, is to backstab you with their tongue, is to jeopardize you with their tongue, is to say a lot of things for people, ill things that would defile you, for people to lose their sense of respect for you. These are some of the things that people are capable of. These are some of the things that most people are capable of, because they know that right in the presence of you, they can't stand you. Right in the presence of you, they can't stand you. So in your absence, if your child can stand up one day and insult you as a parent without having any fear, any sign of remorse, my dear, something has transpired in your absence. Take your time and deal with it, or else it will go a long way and have a detrimental effect in your life. It will have a detrimental effect in the life of your partner, in the life of your family. Somebody is trying to sow a seed of discord in between you and your lover. Somebody is trying to sow a seed of discord between you and somebody you cherish so much. Rise up and deal with those satanic tongues. There are some people who came around me. For whatever reason, they came with a satanic agenda. And they had this concept that they want to bring me down. And the saddest aspect of it is that these people who took to themselves that they will bring OPATAFUOR down. There's one guy who came to my church. I helped him. I tried as much as possible and gave it out all. Whatever that is in me, I tried to release and unleash it so that he could be a sole beneficiary of whatever that is in me. Protected this guy, prayed for him. He was in serious debt and at the same time suffering from some form of diseases. Only for this guy to be healed and bounce back onto his feet. Then this same particular guy connived with one of my young pastors. And the conversation that took place was, they will try and collapse my ministry. They will collapse it. They will bring the church down. So they try putting a call across to some of the church members, lodging all forms of complaint against me, things that I knew nothing about. I don't even have an idea whatever that transpired. All forms of falsehood. This said personality began to lodge it against me. So once I was praying, I'm very particular. Those who are very close to me knows exactly what I'm saying. That OPATAFUOR is a type who doesn't joke with whatever that happens in his absence. So when I went on my knees and began to pray, a revelation was made known to me. I confronted this guy and he said, oh, he can never do that because I've really helped him in life. Even his family cannot help him as how I've helped him in life. One day I began to pray seriously. And a confusion was launched in their camp. And one of these people who sat down to plot evil decided to come out and release an audio for me to listen to it. So you see, there are some people who will pretend, come to you, but behind your back, whatever they say, if God is to make known to you what happened in your absence, you'll be shocked. That guy who seems to be consoling you, who seems to act like he has a good thought about you, those people who will test you in the morning, pick up a phone and call you to see how best you're faring. But I'm telling you that these are the same set people who says a lot of things behind your back. A lot. If you don't rise up and deal with a satanic tongue, I'm telling you, it will affect you. The satanic tongue can penetrate your relationship. They will begin to gossip about you, say a lot of things when you are not around to your husband. release certain secret and informations that is not permitted to come on the public space. These said people release it, and at the end of the day, it'll go a long way to tarnish your image. I'm telling you. So, OPATAFUOR, I am a type that I don't joke with issues. I am very particular with whatever that happens in my absence. I take my time and deal with a satanic tongue. Because the only thing a satanic tongue could do is to bring harm, is to bring all forms of catastrophe, is to ridicule you, is to backstab you, is to bring shame on you. If people would love to assassinate you, let me tell you, let me cite these 4 examples. If people or somebody would just get up one day and have the mindset of assassinating you, let's say you are a politician and you're watching me. If you are a friend, you are a medical doctor, a judge, or any job that you can think of. If those friends of yours, if they would decide to do something negative against you, they will do it. They will take counsel behind your back. Nobody will just wake up one day and say to you that, Josephine, I will kill you. You would have reported such pronouncement or utterance to a police station. So you see, in your absence, this is where people make all forms of decree, pronouncement, curses, and hexes against you. They will take counsel and tell people that they will take your life. They will kill you. Those people who are being poisoned on a daily basis at the engagement and party centers, there were a lot of plots that went on in their absence. And because they never knew that those that he was working day in and day out with them, they have taken an evil counsel against him or her. So at the end of the day, they took you to a party and they began to serve you. They know within themselves that they have poisoned the food, but they actually gave it to you. They pretended to be eating, seated on the same table with you, drinking the same wine. But you never knew whatever that they put in your own glass. You never knew that they dangle carrot for an instant relief. They try to make them look innocent, smart before you. And you think, oh, these are my friends, they are with me. Such counsel will be taken in your absence. So when you go on your knees, deal with such patterns. Deal with incidents that happens in your absence. If you are not careful, that satanic tongue will go a long way to affect your life. If you don't take a correct steps, a correct narrations against such evil incidents, I'm telling you, it will affect you. Most people thought, oh, after all, if you don't like me, you can go. Me, when you don't like me, I will not let you go. I'm telling you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. If you don't like me, I will never let you go. Why? Because those who have set themselves to declare war unto you and made you know that they don't like, no matter what they don't like, no matter what you do for them, you do to them, they will never like you. Such people, you deal with them not physically, you deal with them spiritually, because once they have taken a stance in their life against you, be rest assured that moment, both of you people remains enemy, and expect a lot of surprises from the camps of your enemy. Expect sickness. Expect any catastrophic acts or incidents from the camp of your enemy. Expect an untimely death from the camp of your enemy. So your enemies will never rest until they bring you down. So I am very particular. I am very particular with regards to whatever that transpires in my absence. Your children will lose respect for you because of the information they are being fed with, either in your absence when they go to school or when you are not in the house. Ask yourself what actually goes on, what actually happens. If you have a nanny, a house girl, a house boy, when you are not around, what happens? What are the choices of words that is being used in the presence of your children when you're not around? Act on your conscience and be very particular about whatever that happens in your absence. You will see your children picking up some changes, some certain attitude, and you kind of wonder how, because there are certain words that these said children will start using in your presence, and you ask yourself that, personally, I've not used such words in the presence of my children, so where did they get such words from? In whose mouth did they hear such words? A lot is happening in your house. A lot is happening in your marriage. A lot is happening in your family. A lot is happening between you and your friends when you're not around. A lot have been said about you, but you're not aware. I am not a type. Once I am not around, I began to fight. I began to interrupt any satanic meetings, any satanic plot. You need to work hard and demystify all these weapons. You need to fight hard for the Holy Spirit to nullify all these things, or else it will go a long way to affect you. Dr. Odro, God bless you. You see, your child will come home from the university, from the tertiary level, from the basic level, from the secondary school level, and this child will start portraying some kind of an attitude, something that you will sit yourself down and ask yourself, why, how, when did all these things start? And you can't decipher what actually went on that led to such actions that your children find themselves in. It's because when you were not around, when you woke up early at dawn, left the house, a lot went on. A lot transpired. A lot was transpired in your absence. You were not aware. When you came back, they pretended, mommy, 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 mommy. But a lot is going on. A lot of agenda. Because Bible says that when a man is seated there alone, the devil begins to whisper all forms of demonic whispering, satanic thought, or astral thought forms will be imbued and try to invade your state of thinking. And that is what the devil is capable of. So you see, with that of my entire life, I have suffered what we call character assassination. When I'm not around, people, when they see me, OPATAFUOR, as if they love you with their heart, as if whatever that they say, they really mean it. When they see you, they will start hailing you. But you see, when you pray and God begins to reveal these people who have been hailing you always to you, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked what they have been saying about you. And I thank God that all the weapons that was launched against me from the camp of my enemy, one way or the other, I was able to defeat it all. I was able to defeat them. Some of them, they deploy what we call technicalities and legalities. They thought they were very wise. They will outsmart me and stuff. I was able to defeat all these people. And this is how far the Lord has brought me, because I never show any sign of gross negligence concerning whatever that transpired behind my back. I'm very particular. The life that I'm living, I am never afraid of anything. If a man pulls a gun before me, I'm not afraid of it. If you pull a cutlass, a weapon before me, a grenade, a bomb, whatever that you pull before me, I'm not afraid of it. If a trailer loses its brake control and it's coming before me, I'm not afraid of it. Because whatever that I see with my eyes, the eyes will carry a signal and something to my brain, and I can make decision as to whether to stand there for that thing to get close to me or to dodge it. But you see, when a person pulls what we call pencil, just ordinary pencil, not even pen, behind you, I'm telling you, it is a dangerous weapon more than everything. Fear a pencil that is being pulled behind you than a grenade that is being put before you. Fear a pencil. When somebody pulls a pencil behind your back, fear that weapon more than a grenade that is being put before you. Because the one that you see with your eyes, you can initiate ideas as to how to navigate your way out. But the one that is being pulled behind you, you don't have any idea who is behind that weapon. As I told you earlier on, a lot of people have lost their businesses. The reason why you have lost credibility in your field of play is because when you left that premises, a lot was being said about you. People have used their tongue to jeopardize you. People have used their tongue to backstab you. People have said a lot of things that has gone a long way to defile your image. Take your time and deal with any satanic tongue that carries information here, there, where about you. I am very particular, especially if we are Christian. Most of these things are found in the field of Christians. You see another pastor who doesn't even know you. You don't even know this said pastor. And this person will mount up a seat somewhere. Anytime that they meet, they will begin to share ideas, evil plots, evil agenda. Let's do this to him. He is going too much. The ministry keeps on expanding. He's touching a lot of people. He's making people to gain divine illuminations. And when people becomes fully illuminated, they will not regard us as we being pastors. So let's try and bring OPATAFUOR down. I have faced this countless of times when people sat themselves down, pinned their buttocks down, and began to have evil negotiations about me. I have faced it several times, and I took my time to deal with those incidents. So you see, be very particular about whatever that transpires in your absence, or else it will be carried a long way and it will have a detrimental effect on your life. At your job centers, if you start experiencing a sudden decrease of respect from your colleagues, your boss, or whoever that it may be, then start sensing something in the atmosphere that somebody has said something about you. There's one particular kind of a thing that people have heard about you. That is why they don't have that respect. That is why that kind of a respect that you command has been mitigated in the rest of the spirit and then physically. When people start looking down upon you in your job centers, I'm telling you, my brother, I'm telling you, my sister, sense the atmosphere that there has been a change. There has been a satanic aroma, a diffuse. There has been a change in action in the realms of the spirit. That satanic tongue has been able to penetrate your work center. It is feeding people around you with negative information. That is why they don't respect you. That is why people have lost their sense of respect. People suddenly look down upon you at your workplace. Something has gone on, something has transpired behind your absence. You need to step your foot down, lay down your ears. You will get to know who is behind you. That evil serpent. You see, when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, anytime that Adam will leave Eve, the devil will go behind Adam and begin to feed Eve with a wrong thought, a wrong information. And you see, when you bombard lies for a certain number of times and years and months, automatically that lies tends to become truth. So when people keep on saying ill things about you, automatically about 30% of those people that will hear it will believe it. I'm telling you the truth. Anytime that Adam leaves Eve, this is when the devil will also try and chip in and begin to misrepresent Adam in the eyes of Eve. Sit yourself down and ask yourself question that. So, in spite of all these things, when Adam gave out a command to Eve, so was she not afraid of the command and others that Adam handed it down onto this lady? She was a very respectful lady. Eve was a respectful lady. And she was afraid of her husband, Adam. And under no circumstance would Eve discredit or dishonor the voice of Adam. But you see, the devil was able to chip in the absence of Adam and beginning to pull down the glory of God upon the life of Adam, making Adam to look like a mere person, thereby trying to misrepresent Adam in the eyes of his own wife, Eve. So at the end of the day, the devil was able to drop a thought in the mind of Eve, thereby telling her to discredit the voice of her husband and hiding her ears to the voice of the devil rather. So if you are not careful, in your absence, somebody will chip into your marriage and they will begin to feed your wife with information, and people will begin to misrepresent you in the presence of your wife. So the love that you used to share will be no more because of the information that has been carried or the signal that has been sent to your wife. Your husband will start losing her love for you, her respect, because somebody has sent a signal, a direct signal from the camp of the enemy to your husband. Be very particular about whatever that transpires in your absence. Act on your conscience. Be very smart. Be very smart. I'm a smart guy. I'm a smart type. I'm a smart type. Somebody went to a friend of his just to look for a business contract. Upon gross negotiations, they agreed that they will give the contract to the guy, only for this guy to leave or left the premises. And another guy also stepped in. And the guy said, oh, so and so was here, so I've given the contract to him. We are waiting till tomorrow for the final processing so that the contract will go through. Only for this guy to wake up in the morning, go back to the company, and the same director will come back to the guy and say, sorry, we can't proceed any longer. There has been some changes, so I'm sorry. Go. I can't give you that contract. Why? Because we all agreed that so and so tomorrow I'm supposed to come back for the final processing of the contract. Why would I come back and you suddenly tell me all this story? It's because when you left the premises, somebody chipped in with a satanic tongue and began to release certain informations about you to that person who will do you that favor. So you see, the person was able to bombard all forms of information, being it of truth or lies. And you see, the person will certainly believe 30% because the devil was able to deceive Eve for her to believe 30% of whatever that the serpent was saying. So you see, the information that will be carried to your enemies, the information that will be carried to your helpers, automatically your enemies will believe 70% because already they don't want you well. But your destiny helpers will believe 30% of whatever misinformation that will be carried to their end. And at the end of the day, this 30% will have a long effect, a detrimental effect on your life. So in my ministry life, I don't joke with whatever that transpires behind my back. If you are not careful, your marriage will lose its taste. You will lose your job. You will lose everything in life. People will disrespect you. People will look down upon you. You will sow a seed in the night, and people will come in the same night and uproot it. You will try putting it together, gathering it, and somebody will step in your absence and disperse it. Somebody will step in your absence and scatter it on board. Be very particular in your family, among your friends, among your siblings. Be very careful what transpires behind you. This same thing happened to Job. A lot went on behind the back of Job when he was not aware exactly what was being said in the heavenly realm. And at the end of the day, the devil was able to press charges against this man. God bless you tonight. God bless you. Your marriage will lose its taste because the guy have heard something. Your husband has heard something. It's like your presence is no more needed because they have heard something. They have seen something. I salute you all. Good night.